Welcome right here to the DeLungo Rink, also known as East Haven Rink. University of New Haven, when they had a hockey program, a varsity hockey program, they played hockey here. And, of course, it's the home of the Yellow Jackets of East Haven for many, many years. A interesting matchup here between the Tigers as they huddle around Ryan Hardy, their head coach, and his
as you mentioned, this facility, a lot of great games have been played. Prior to the teams coming out pregame skate, just checking the ice surface. It was immaculate. Great condition to play in East Haven.
So we're underway as Butler takes the face-off center ice for East Haven against Kelly, and controlled by the Tigers. Special teams play has been very good. Matter of fact, they had a couple of short-handed goals in that overtime win over Guilford the other day by the score of 4-3. So that's magnificent stuff as it comes around to the far side trying to work it out to Healy. Healy balled up along the wall and belted by Montesano. Finally, they clear it to the left wing side. This is Ryan Bell. Across the line with 7 goals. Good shift. Centering pass is going to be deflected away as Avalon got back to recover nicely. And it's controlled now by Del Judas, the big defenseman for the Yellow Jackets of East Haven. Not a senior on for Lou. Puck comes to the blue line. It was deflected away as Oman let it go. He's stalwart back there defensively for the Tigers this season, Glenn.
Well, as I said at the top, the has been stellar this season. We might have our first penalty of the match, but their defense have been great this year, especially in the power play. And this East Haven team can put the puck in the net. Now with the first power play opportunity here.
Penalty be on Dylan Butler for tripping. Time of the penalty coming on at 1:02 of the period. So Butler in, and this is the Tigers their first power play opportunity. Dan Berman to take the face-off for the Tigers in the power play. Shoves it back to left point. Now they play it down to the behind the net. Tigers in those interesting uniforms with the gold numerals, with a gold stripe right between the numerals. Makes it a nightmare for broadcasters. Tigers trying to grind it out now. Centering pass is deflected. Oman will keep it at the line. Tried to weave through 2. Like to try to take it away. It's down into the corners. The Tigers doing a pretty good job working that perimeter right now. Below is Bell. Bell will play it, and it's intercepted on the backhand side. Alberto will move it out the center, and here's a 2-on-1 break for the East Haven Yellow Jackets. Longo Barney goes top shelf on Briggs. That's a shorthanded goal, and the Yellow Jackets lead it 1-0.
Well, for the junior, his 8th goal of the goal, and we talked about the offense for East Haven. Here's another at it. You see right at the blue line, hand could not keep it in the zone as Longobardi came ahead, and as I said, picking up his 8th goal of the season.
That was just a terrific shot, too. Boy, did he a Briggs. So 1-0. East Haven with the lead. Time of the goal be 1:43. Unassisted goal, they call it. So the shorthanded goal giving the Yellow Jackets a 1-0 lead in the Tigers defensive end. Connor Bell along the wall was belted, and the puck is sent down ice by the Killers of East Haven with 52 seconds remaining on this Tiger power play. In the sin bin is Dylan Butler for the trip early. Time of possession's been in their favor. Leveroni tried to work it out and could not. They regroup with Oman behind the net.
We'll see how Hand responds, giving up an early shorthanded goal. They can right the ship in a hurry here, Don, if they can get a power play goal.
Leveroni trying to squeeze through traffic into the corner, try to center it, played behind the net. Yellow Jackets will get to it, and again they safely play it out. 2 seconds remaining on this Daniel Hand power play. 1-0 Haven with the lead. Judas with a puck is picked up by Kelly. Centering pass goes through the circle near side. Shot from the blue line out in the left by Lavin as he creeped in. Keep it in. They play it back behind the net. Montesanto trying to clear it around to the near side for the Yellow Jackets. Players continue to clash down in the corner. The big guy, Judas, the junior, wins the trimming around the wall. Now it trickles to the blue line, and the officials rule it in. Both teams back at even strength with Butler out of the sin bin. Here come the Yellow Jackets again on the attack now with the one who played it behind the net. That comes out 8 point, creeping in to keep it in. Latella has been a veteran player for Lou Payne to the net, and that shot was blocked away. Still a free puck in the slot. Finally, the Tigers will Monaco trying to does to the far side. Now the Tigers trying to play physically in the defensive end, Glenn.
East Haven early on game, Don, has really had their way with the puck. They've got to physical on defense here.
Puck played into the high slot. Pass by Goodwin. It's propelled off the center ice by Leveroni as he does his job playing body and slowing down that Yellow Jacket attack as both clubs send down. Now his control. Matt Ullman will log a long time today for the Tigers. Yellow Jackets will regain possession. They play it up the near side. It's going to be stolen away by Jack Smith, and he'll flip it back down in Yellow Jacket zone. Daniel Hand showing backhanders knocked away. Zach Bovee away, the starting goaltender for the Yellow Jackets of East Haven. The junior has played since his freshman year. He is experienced. Here's a steal, and here's a rush up ice. This is a dangerous rush. Legner across the line, and the Longobardi, the goal scorer here, offside by a stride.
Well, again, as I said, I think Hand a bit more physical with East Haven. They are gaining the hand zone quite easily, especially in the first couple of minutes, first period, getting the shorthanded goal, and right now have momentum here early in this match.
Off the face-off, Tigers do a good job of winning. That pass is going to be stolen away in the high slot, trying to wiggle through, and shot goes wide as the steal. Back on the Tigers, good lead pass to Fontaines into the circle, couldn't pull the trigger. Backhand pass, Bovee! Save of the game. As they found the trailer, did the Tigers, and they had a chance. Check that, Leveroni with the chance. And now a goal on a shot by Goodwin off the right that breaks through Briggs. Rolled up his shoulder and in. That was a surprise shot right there, and East Haven takes a 2-0 lead.
Well, it seems as if the ice is tilted a bit. Here we'll get maybe another look as you see East Haven quick possession at mid-ice and coming ahead, and just the quick wrist shot put on goal by Tristan Goodwin. Again, we mentioned at the top, leading the team in goals, coming in with 10. This is the 11th goal of the season. Now 20 points overall for East Haven, and they take an early 2 lead.
That's the one Chase Briggs would like to have back. And we're going to get Hardy's going to call it here. Here comes the announcement on the goal. It is Tristan Goodwin with the goal. Flagner's going to pick up the assist on the goal at 5:10. And it is 2-0. East Haven Yellow Jackets 5-1. Their schedule's interesting under Coach Lou Payne. They try to ease into their Division I schedule, although they have 3 Division I teams. A nice win 4-3 over Cheshire in overtime. 2-1 loss to the Blue Devils of West Haven and North Haven earlier this season, all the Division I opponents. Their lone loss coming to a very good Newington team that has been on fire here in the state of Connecticut, and they play out of Division III.
Well, as high school hockey enthusiasts know, that high school hockey here in the state of Connecticut, as well as collegiate hockey here in the state with UConn and this move, as well playing home games at the XL Center. Of course, Quinnipiac right now, number 5 in the nation collegiately. So it's good to see youth hockey, high school hockey here in the state of Connecticut.
Get the Yale Bulldogs always
right.
Amongst the top 20 teams in the country. Talking to Matt, coach of the sensational Fairfield Prep Jesuits, top team in the state of Connecticut in everybody's poll. The college coaches are coming back with talent, which is terrific. Over the last few years, you've seen a lot of the outstanding high school players drift away to play prep school hockey, junior hockey. Here's another rush. Out of the timeout and a chance, and that shot ricocheted wide as Malone had a chance off the near right wing. Omen to chase it down the Tigers, trying to play void checkers. Bumped it along to Ryan Bell, and it's finally shoveled to center ice by Omen and collected there by Michael Montesanto, the defenseman for the Yellow East Haven. Now he's forced to chase it back into his own zone. Hut on his tail is Ryan Bell. He knocks him down. Bell has the puck. He's a good shot there for Daniel Hand, but they trail 2-0 with 9:03 remaining here in the first period. Yellow Jackets battle, and they send it back to the Tiger line, and the Tigers are going to need to regroup again. Brahman plays it up into the middle. Good neutral ice play by the Yellow Jackets to slow down the attack by Nick Montesanto, and now it's to the near wall. Shovel it deeper into that Yellow Jacket zone, and the puck back behind the net, and right in the favor of the East Haven Yellow Jackets play.
And it's being set up really by their defense. Hand has really not had any real great scoring up. Yes, they had one, but it's all East Haven here offensively. Their defense shutting down East Haven, shutting down Hand here in this first period.
Behind. Patella throws the weight around, comes up with the puck, snaps the pass along. Avalon couldn't contain. It's kept in left point. Shot is deflected wide. So 2-0. East Haven leading the shorthanded goal. Longobardi to start things. 1:43 in. Then moments ago, Goodwin scoring at even strength. There's now rambling through center. LaFontaine across. His shot is blocked. It's in the of the defenseman and then shoveled to the line by Latella, but not out. As Tigers doing a pretty good job now with their aggressive forechecking scheme. Finally is sent to the far wall, and here's a break for the Yellow Jackets. It's going to be an odd man rush coming down that left wing side. And the shot and the save is made. Rebound back by Palagna to the line to Del Judas. His shot it bounces in the goalkeeper, and Briggs forced to tie it up. Face off. Palagna knocked down. Not the biggest guy on the ice surface. Kind of easy to knock down. Well, standpoint of size out there, Glenn.
Last opportunity. They had a 3-on-1 rush, and Chase Briggs, the junior goaltender, for him, give up any space. Made the nice stop. I thought the second goal scored by East Haven was a bit of a soft goal. The first tough shot for Briggs to stop. The way East Haven is controlling this game on the offensive side, he's going to really have to step it up. Came in with a 2.50 goals against here on the season.
With a shot deflected away as the defense standing tall. That was Rossi with the block. Now Goodwin coming off the right wing wall into the slot. The backhander deflected to the backboards. The bump thrown by Longobardi along the wall. Finally, Ullman will control with the jersey for Daniel Hand. Plays across ice, and here they come with Healy off the right. Healy squeezes through a check. Look, centers it away. Sliding play by Michael Palagna. Has even a nice back there, back checking. The head coach. Yellow Jackets trying to work it up the wall. Judas move it to Goodwin. Fine. Palagna in stride across the line into the corner. Tried to center it. That's going to be belted away by Lavin. Comes right back to the front of the net, and Lavin had to clear it to the line. Kept in by Del Judas. Lofted it high. Palagna tried to power that one. He is hit hard by Lavin, throwing the weight around. Palagna able to keep it in. Moves it away. Picks up. Longobardi it down. We got a penalty upcoming here. Longobardi a little upset with that hit. We'll get an elbow call going against the Tigers, and this will give East Haven their first power play try of the game.
Say Hand was doing a great job turning up the physical play, and East Haven was being affected by it, and then Will Lavin went a bit too far, the senior defenseman, and he'll get called for a 2-minute penalty for an elbow. If East Haven can cash in, they're already up here, and we're just in the first period. You see the Hand bench, or rather the East Haven bench.
Face-off down inside that Tiger zone. We got an immediate penalty called on Butler, I believe, the guy. Going to be called for the trip. Second time, he'll make a visit to the Sin to check that. It's actually going to be Avalon to go on the trip. They were both in the vicinity, and Anthony Avalon's going to go for the trip here. That's not back down into the East Haven zone.
Well, that's a huge break for Hand. They were facing the possibility of going down goals here in this first period if they had given up a power play goal. Now at least things will be at even strength. Teams will play at 4 aside because of that trip.
Only 5 off the clock. Holman with the shot off the face-off win, and save made by Bouvet as he came out and is sent back the other way for an icing call on the face-off in the East Haven zone. 2-0. East Haven leading here in the first period.
Like we're seeing Hand having some difficulty setting up in their offensive zone, and one of the best ways to get back on track is to send the puck on net, hope for a loose rebound and a putback, and we're seeing a couple of opportunities here by Hand just sending the puck in on net.
This is Goodwin trying to ramble through the middle. Holman will take it away, plays it up by LaFontaine trying to make a move. He is broken up by Palagna, and he will loft it up into the rafters here at the DeLungo coming.
The crowd here in East Haven. They got here early. East Haven faithful, Hand as well with a good showing.
Off the face-off, Goodwin to come in. He's knocked down in the play. He got tangled up there. with Oman and the puck in on goal, and Briggs with an easy stop into the breadbasket, and he'll hold for the faceoff.
Good idea there by Palanga, as he was as if skating behind the net, hoping to find some space just behind the left shoulder goaltender, and he quickly with a back. Nice stop.
Shot by Del Judas, save, rebound, Goodwin on the doorstep, sweeps it wide, and we got a quick whistle as the net may have rocked off its pins behind Chase Briggs. We'll have to face off.
I am hoping that was the reason for the quick whistle, because the goaltender did not control the rebound, but I think you're right. I think it was the net.
Judas sent it across. Quick shot, Latella, and that's blocked away. Shot by the defenseman for the Yellow Jackets. 4-4 in front of the goaltenders for another 7. Then we'll have a 5-second power play for the Daniel Hand Tigers, trailing 2-0 here. Del Judas a attack. Snap. Healy able to block it away, and a restart here by the Yellow Jackets of East Haven. Thrown in by Del Judas, and it's going to be covered by Briggs.
And I had said at the top, you and I were talking about this Hand team and losing their top sophomore forward Ben to a knee injury last game, and we thought Ryan Bell would step up. Senior forward has had a breakout senior season with the 7 goals coming into this match. You have not called his numbers.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Off the face-off, puck out to center. Battled for it, and it's going to be collected. This is Connor Bell across the line for the Tigers. Intended for LaFontaine. It's going to be taken away and back the other way, trying to get down the right wall with Longobardi, but couldn't do much with it. So another chance for LaFontaine. Races across that East Haven line. Defender looks, fires, and Bouvet cut down the angle and made the save on a nifty rush by Sammy LaFontaine, the freshman out there. Remember that name. LaFontaine back on the puck. It's between the blue. Controlled. On goal. Briggs with a stop. Rebound. Chrissy had it momentarily taken away by Oman. And the Tigers. Long lead. Stretching catch of the pass by forward Brahman. Brahman backhand to Bouvet. Got a stick on it. Poked it away just to Lendroth on it. Both teams going deep on the bench. And the Tigers get a shot. So they work the puck effectively down low, and an opportunity might have been Bell with the shot, and we'll have a face-off in the East Haven end.
Broman, his first attempt there, didn't really get an awful lot on it, was stopped easily. He quickly circled the net and then got an opportunity, and that was a much better chance for the junior forward, Dan Broman, but another nice stop by the East Haven netminder.
Face-off down in the Tigers zone. Tigers are controlled. Rossi played it along the right wall. Centering pass deflected to the doorstep. Bouvet had to pat it away again. You had players out front for the Tigers. Puck to the line. Fanning on the shot is Rossi. Here's a break by Goodwin. Left wing. Both teams back at even strength, by the way. Goodwin centering pass. Longobardi couldn't handle it as it handcuffed him. It might have been a tad behind the streaking right winger. Puck in the corner. Players battling along the wall. Rossi trying to dig free. Latella waiting at the blue line. Comes to Longobardi. Shot goes to the top of the goal mouth to the far side. Chased down by Lavin, and he played it safely to center. Turned right back in by Montesito, and the Tigers are going to have to regroup in their own zone with Rossi. Rossi plays it to near boards. Goodwin there. Longobardi there on the point. Tigers will try to come out the far side. No, it's reversed by Lavin near the wall. Taken here by Bell. Bell is stood up. Got the puck to center. It's flipped immediately back by Goodwin. East Haven in the midst of a line change at Tigers. Long errant pass will go for icing here in a face-off back in the Daniel Hand zone with 2:56 Glenn remaining here in the first.
Well, East Haven coming off a loss and talking with their coaching staff, and particularly their assistant coach, Butch DeLo, talking about their top line. They did not perform very well in their last game, in which they lost 1. So they had their number 2 line start the game here tonight, but we're seeing that normally number 1 line for East Haven. They can fly by Tristan Goodwin.
But controlled off the near wall. Avalon is in. Shot goes high to the far post as he kept it nice and low. Puck to the far side. Players scrumming forward along the boards. Del Judas trying to pinch to keep it in with that long reachy whip. Gave it right back to Connor Bell. Behind the Tiger net as that puck will move quickly. Oman plays it up the near wall. Captured by LaFontaine and trying to streak down the left wing. It's Danny Brownman. Break Oh, he tried to dance around the defense of Del Judas, but was separated from the puck and is back out to center. And the Tigers will control. Ullman will start the attack off the left wing, carries in, winds up and drives one, and Del Judas blocked that. Tell you what, this East Haven team has blocked a lot of shots here in the first period. Ullman will keep it in, throws it in on Beauvais, easy stop. Puck behind the net. Monaco trying to work with it there. He was propelled off the puck. Now he's in there throwing the weight around. Players still dig, and right there, Monaco. He got the hands up high and got away with it on Brown.
I thought he got away with a high hit there indeed.
Now we get the whistle, and I believe we're going to get a penalty by the fire official. Might be a hooking call upcoming. Might have been away from the play. Going to open up the door to the Daniel Hand penalty box. And it might be LaFontaine going in as he had that jersey tucked up in the back of his pants there. $19 to the infraction. Brian Hardy, I don't think he likes the call. He's talking about it right now. I didn't
see it either, but he's questioning the call. But I think you're right. I think the got caught in the jersey, and they are going to call a hook. We'll wait for the official announcement.
Well, I'm going to take the face-off here for the Yellow Jackets. Second power play opportunity. Their first power play lasted a total of 5 seconds. That was it. Avalon was whistled for a trip, going after a loose puck off the face-off. Briggs. It's controlled by the Haven Yellow Jackets. Let's see what they'll do. Latella, Del Judas. Del Judas creeps in along the wall. He'll play it back behind the net. I think they're trying to spin off a check. Ullman will take it away. Played it to the line. Del Judas will keep it in. Played it along to Longobardi. Back to Del Judas. Del Judas plays it across. Spins it back into the corner. Wagner waits for it there behind. He's poked off his stick. Able to regain control. Still working behind the net. Trying to work some. There centers it over the stick of Goodwin. Kept in Latella on the left wing side. He'll play it back. To control it. So tricky from their looks. The centering pass deflected away as it went off the skate of Wagner gets it back over to Goodwin. Goodwin back to the line. Tella. They continue to work the perimeter. I'll tell you what, nice penalty kill here by Daniel Hand. Well, not a lot of yet, Glenn.
Well, they have not given up a power play goal on the season, and we're seeing why.
That's right. That was Goodwin with the shot. Briggs stopped that. Under a minute remaining in the period. Under a minute remaining on the power play here for East Haven with a 2-0 lead in the first. Goodwin will carry to the corner. Tied up along the wall by Lavin. Able to backhand it behind the net. Palagna the control. Skates into the right circle to the line to Del Judas. Across Tella, he was handcuffed but able to keep it in as Ryan Bell gambled to try to steal it. Now Goodwin plays it back behind. Palagna works again from behind. Centers it in. Redirected on a one-timer by Longobardi, but wide of the goal. Now here's Brauman, 2-on-1. He picks up Bell in the middle. Brauman skips a pass along and comes Beauvais, and he breaks the play up, and he was knocked into, and the net off its moorings behind Beauvais as he used that goaltender stick effectively.
Ryan Bell was in on that 2-on-1. He just could not settle down the puck. Let's see again. There's the centering opportunity, but it was bouncing. Bell, he just could not settle it down, and his only opportunity was going to be a backhanded attempt, and he really didn't get much of his stick on it. And he saved, but a golden opportunity there for Hand.
Another opportunity. So they have done the job here on this penalty. Horn will sound to end the first. They gave up that shorthanded goal at 1:40. Matthew Longobardi, and then the second goal to Tristan Goodwin at 5:10. A 2-0 lead for East Haven through one, Glenn.
Well, again, East Haven took control of this game early on, getting the shorthanded goal when Hand thought they would be able to get the early advantage. And then East Haven came right back at 5:10 of this first period. Nothing lead, but then Hand settled down. Their defense stepped up, especially on the play, had a couple of offensive opportunities. They'll need to regroup a bit, but get some more offensive opportunities in the second period.
Shots on goal in the first for East Haven, 13 for Daniel Hand, 10. We'll take a break. We'll be back with period number 2 with your score. East Haven 2, Daniel Hand nothing. You're watching hockey right here on CPTV Sports. Number 2, as we settle in here at the DeLungo rink, East Haven taking on Daniel Hand. The Yellow Jackets with the lead, and they start on the power play here in period number 2. shot by Goodwin, and that's a glove save and held on to by Briggs. So 2-0. Scoring quickly if I can. It was Longobardi short-handed at 1:43 on assisted resave and 1-0 lead back in the first. Goodwin with a goal at 5:10. Palegna picking up the helper on that one to make it 2-0. That one came in strength back in the first period. Puck thrown side of the goal, and it's still free and finally covered by Briggs. As penalty time expires and the penalty to LaFontaine. Now both clubs back at even strength there, Glenn.
Nice job by Chase Briggs holding the post area as they tried to stuff it under his pads. Does not want his team to go down 3 goals here early in the second. Huge first 5 minutes of the second period for Hand. They, without a question, do not want to give up a goal, but if they could get a goal in the first 5 minutes, we will have a great finish. But first period really was controlled by East Haven. They got all really the quality opportunities. There was one opportunity late by Ryan Bell, but because he couldn't settle the puck on one opportunity for Hand, they really didn't get too many quality opportunities on that.
Longobardi comes off the wing, slips a pass cross ice, trying to chase it down. Tried to tame that elusive puck along the boards, could not, and it's taken away behind net. Tigers trying to work it out of their zone. Little weave. Out the center it comes, thrown away by Palegna. Quickly across the line in transition. His shot through a screen up high off the glass. On the rebound in the right circle. Del Judas takes the pass. His shot through his screen. Bridge. Watch that trickle on by. Longobardi in the corner. This is the top line for the Yellow Jackets out there. Puck squirts onto the stick of Goodwin. Goodwin from the right circle. Big save by Briggs, stretching out the pad. And back come the Tigers the other way. LaFontaine it down. Across the line. Zigs into the middle. No zag there as he was knocked down in the play. It's kept in. Holman with a drive, and that's in by the Yellow Jacket defense. Centering pass, score! LaFontaine with a gorgeous pass, and Brauman makes no mistake. And Tigers are in it. It's 2-1.
Well, that's exactly what they needed in the first 5 minutes to get a goal, to get back into this game, and they do exactly. Here's another look. Again, heavy shot on net, long rebound, and regains control, and that quick centering, and the goal by Dan Bro.
That was a beautiful pass by LaFontaine to the goal mouth, and the Tigers capitalize and they make it 2-1. So they get a great scoring chance, and here they come again, and there's a shot going through the goal mouth. Babay might have got a piece on the shot by Healy. So the Tigers come out and they're playing quickly here. Brauman with the goal. Back the other way, the Tigers now trying to play some defense against Avalon. Avalon in the corner got tied up. Butler digging after the puck. Now Avalon shoveling it away. You have 5 players battling down in that Tiger left-hand defensive corner as they continue to search for the puck. Finally squirts free to the near side to Lavin. Lavin will play it to the line. It's kept in. A high shot, and Briggs will make the save. Montesanto let it go from the blue line, and Briggs able to find it and face off in the Daniel Hand.
And for Broman Don, his 4th goal of the season, 9 points. That was a huge goal for Hand, getting right back into this game.
They get a face-off in the defensive zone. Palegna out there to take it. He's crafty off the draw, going up against Smith. At the Goodwin shot. That hits something and deflects in on Briggs, and he'll cover for yet face-off. You can hear the tick of it hitting something. Maybe the face mask of Briggs as it found its way through. Good Briggs in goal. Young man who transferred from the gunnery school to come back to play for his hometown. And that's great to see. Pretty good mark, too, at 4-2. Goals against average at 2.50 coming in. Goodwin, his shot, face-off win, and Briggs got a piece. Palegna in the corner trying to work his magic. It's taken his stick. Goodwin will throw the weight around. Able to separate the player from puck. Now he's tied up. Longobardi had it momentarily. Finally skated away. Trying to work it up ice with Cornerbell. Got it to center. And now it's flipped down into the Yellow Jacket zone. Quickly on it. Montesanto played it out to center. Ullman controls there for the Tigers. Will play it up ice. It was knocked down by Brauman. His shot. Save made by Beauvais. And quickly swept away and out to center. Palegna coming down the right wing. Got Longobardi in the middle. Palegna able to weave through, and he's going to be hooked up. They got a penalty here against the Daniel Hand Tigers, and this will give East Haven a power play. Palegna showing his great magic, his great stick handling, his elusiveness, and that rush result is a penalty. And it's going to go against the big fella Omen of East Haven.
Yeah, he got beat in the top of the crease, and really that's all he could do other than give up a easy opportunity on net. He'll take the 2 minutes.
3:10 time of the penalty. Omen in the sin. This will be the third power play for East Haven. Just a 5-second power play. Goodwin from the circle tried to go top shelf and miss the mark. They'll just keep it in. Flagner from behind the net to control for East Haven. Flagner carries into the circle. Centering pass. Longobardi couldn't put a stick to it, and it's quickly center by Lavin.
Don, I'm not sure how much scouting high school teams do, but for some reason, I don't know if you're noticing this, East Haven, when they put the puck on net, they like to go top shelf on Briggs.
Oh, hit the crossbar. Flagner from the blue line rifles one over the glove of Briggs. He had beat him cleanly. Latello will keep it in. Goodwin off the wall, quick shot, and Briggs got a piece of that. On the rebound, controls, plays it back to the line. Latello, cross ice, Judas will creep, tees it up and drives one, and that missed. Long Karen comes all the way back down. Latello gets an end with 63 seconds remaining on their power play try. Well, they want to get into the act. Brings Goodwin off the left wing with a long feed. He's in. His shot goes up over the cross. Long Karam out towards the right point. And it's going to be shuffled down ice. Good work there by Ryan Bell to get to that puck, and the Yellow Jackets will have to regroup.
Well, they're getting opportunities here in this power play, yet they've not been able to get one past the junior netminder Briggs. Again, as we are seeing, East Haven keeping each shot high on Briggs.
Nicholas Latello goes the length of the ice. Now he controls along Butler. Butler dancing with it. Back to Latello. Latello back to Butler. Got Briggs, glove save. Takes a look. He has it. Secures and holds on for the face-off with 19 seconds remaining. Power play for the East Haven Yellow Jackets in a 2-1 lead.
And Briggs does go down the butterfly style and protecting the shot and the puck along. And I think East Haven noticing that, and again, they might have done some pregame scouting on the style of Briggs, but so far, especially when East Haven's been on the power play, Briggs has not yielded a goal.
Flagner is tripped up. Penalty call. LaFontaine leads the attack shorthanded for the Daniel Hand Tigers. At the off his stick by Del Judas. Moves away from the forecheck and leads the attack with seconds remaining on the penalty to Omen. Del Judas will carry it across the line. That circle slows things down. Plays it back to the line to Goodwin. Both teams now back at even. Del Judas takes the return pass in the corner. Had it knocked off his stick. Flagner tried to get to it quickly. He's tied up by Connor Bell. Taken now and controlled by Longobardi behind the net. Longobardi tried to reverse to the far right corner. Comes into the circle. Back to the line, Del Judas. He teases, drives one, and that is blocked away. Good work by Leveroni to block it with a skate. And the Tigers will muscle up the right wall with Healy working it over the blue line. And we're going to get a penalty along the wall here against Goodwin of East Haven as the officials are calling this one tightly.
And that will give Hand a power play opportunity here. Trailing by a goal with 9:21 remaining in the second period. We could have a brand new game here if Hand can cash in. Their power play are scoring at about 30% efficiency on the season.
Which is a great number.
Yeah.
Here to take the face off. Brendan Kelly, the senior for Daniel Hand, as he goes up to Monaco, and the puck is shoveled down to the Tiger zone. So the Tigers on the power play, trailing 2-1. They cut the lead in half here early in the second period. Now they're being harassed, trying to work it out in their zone. So Healy's going to retreat behind the net. Healy trying to wind it up. An errant pass to the wall is going to be intercepted there by Avalon, and it's controlled again by the Tigers. He'll come out the near side. Pass up ahead. Onto the tape of Ryan Bell across the line off the left wing. Carries into the corner, wants to slow it down. He's belted by Del Judas. Puck is wheeled to the side. First one on it there is Kelly. Kelly plays it back to the line to Omen. Tees it up on the save Beauvais, and the rebound breaks off his glove. That was a good shot. A lot of weight to it. And as a result, the rebound, but nobody there for the Tigers. Del Judas now challenging behind the net. for that puck with 67 seconds remaining on the Tiger power play. It's controlled by Bell. Centers it. He scores. He backs it off Beauvais, and they score in the power play to tie it at 2.
Nifty shot by Bell. Goaltender was expecting a centering pass, and I think Bell saw that Beauvais lifted his head looking for maybe somebody in the high slot that could receive the centering. See right there, he picked his head up, and then the shot went right towards his left skate and deflected through his legs into the net.
So a pair is scored, and they've gotten one a moment ago from Ryan Bell. 6:38 on the power play, Glenn, and now we got a game again tied at 2. Oh, so unpredictable, the game of high school ice hockey. It is sent in by Michael Montesanto, the sophomore defenseman of the Jackets. So they score in the power play, and it kind of makes up for the shorthanded goal they gave up, and we're tied at 2 here. Back on the Tigers, they're going to turn it over at center ice. Longobardi trying to wheel down the left wing wall. He's double teamed, and the puck is taken off his stick and controlled by Danny Brauman. Brauman will wheel it out of the zone, broken up just momentarily. Now a break with LaFontaine coming down the wing. Got it in the middle, and that shot is blocked away. A good work by Montesanto to go down the block. Now the Tigers with some momentum. Connor Bell at the right point will play it back behind the net and around. Brauman will get to it for the Tigers. Brauman back to the line left side. Shot through a screen is deflected wide as Oman tries to find its way through traffic. Now Longobardi along errant feed, and Oman is there again. And the Tigers doing a nice job with the neutral ice play right now. And here they come back across the line. It is dropped and picked up by LaFontaine. Shot blocked away. Got it back. It slides in. Beauvais is going to have to search for it. Cover for a face-off with players jousting away from the puck.
Well, you just the key word, momentum. Hand has it here in the second period. East Haven play not getting chippy, but you can see East Haven a bit frustrated. The way Hand has gained control of this game, and we're just about midway through second period, and Hand with this game tied 2 in control.
Yellow Jackets in a regroup right now. This is working down the left wing. It's a 2-on-2 attack. He's across. Shot, save, break, rebound, and it's going to be cleared away by Lavin with the help of Briggs. Now the Yellow Jackets to get something going down that far end. As Dick Montesanto digging a half line out there right now for the Yellow Jackets. Puck knocked out to center. Trying to wrestle through the middle is Tigers, and we're going to get an interference call here. It's another penalty, and this one's going to go to Avalon as they go down the attack.
And another power play chance for Hand just moments ago. Their first power play goal of the night, and if they can cash in here, they would gain the lead. With the way this game started, East Haven complete control, especially in the first 5 or so minutes, and really throughout that first period. I'm not sure what adjustments specifically Hand discussed between periods, but so far they have looked very good in the second period.
Interference call coming at 8:15. Avalon picking up the interference penalty. And now the power play try. That's the second time, by the way, Avalon has been whistled for a penalty here in the game. East Haven on the penalty kill. It's control Longobardi in the corner. Good job of the penalty kill. Tried to center. Deflected off Oman to the line. Del Judas will keep it in. Gave it right back to Oman in the slot. Knocked off his stick by Flagna. Flagna snuck behind him. His shot from the side of the net. Flagna gets it back behind the net. He's bottled up there as right now it's taken back by Flagna. It's torn off his stick by Brauman. Brauman from behind the net will spin it along to the left side, and finally the Tigers able to work through center ice off the run. This is Danny Brauman into the zone. He has scored here in the period. The first goal of the game for the Tigers. They're on the play and they have a power play goal. Bell sends it along to Oman. His shot. Beauvais will last. Puck back into the corner. Del Judas throws a big hit. Some folks are looking for a penalty, but no call. Judas will lead the attack short-handed for the Yellow Jackets. Plays it up to good one. He's onside. No, he's not. The official right on it. He waited a moment before he blew the whistle. I thought he was going to let him go right there, Glenn.
Well, the puck settled down, and I think the linesman just wanted to make exactly sure he was correct on his call, and I think he was. The player was ahead of the puck by a couple of inches. That would have been a huge opportunity. Again, East Haven's already scored a shorthanded goal here tonight. Boy, take away that shorthanded goal and Hand would have a 2-1 lead here. Didn't start this very well, but they have adjusted nicely, and they are definitely back into this one with this game tied at 2.
With a stick down in the Tigers zone, and that far left circle. Puck comes up right to the right wing side. This is Healy. Will carry across. 28 seconds remaining on the power play. Throws it to Beauvais. Healy gets it right back. Plays it back to the line left side. There by Rossi. Creeps in. Snaps one off. That's wide of the goal. Long carry out toward the point. Lavin trying to keep it in, and he'll belt it to the far corner. Now Judas takes a long route puck, and it allows Healy to get to it first. Moves it along to Ryan Bell. It scored 3, and here comes Butler. And with the penalty time just about to expire on Avalon as he steps out of the box. Briggs will stop a long trickler, and it's controlled by the Tigers with both clubs back at even. The tale of 2 periods here tonight. 2 in the first for East Haven, 2 here in the second. Daniel Hand Tigers with an icing call.
Well, I had mentioned at the start of this period that Hand needed to solve the first 5 minutes, and boy, did they ever. They scored, about a minute 45 into the second period, then about 5 or 4.5 minutes later, they scored again to pull even, and a great opportunity here to gain the lead in this game, but East Haven not backing down.
That's Darcy on the ice, trying to backhand it deeper into that tight Yellow Jackets of East Haven. East Haven, as we haven't mentioned it, they're in the white jersey tops, and the Tigers in their dark uniforms with the gold numeral. Puck is behind the net. Brahman centers it in front. Beauvais stops a point-blank shot and holds on for the face-off. And LaFontaine on the doorstep. Opportunity.
Well, you can see the frustration on his face. He had a great setup, and I think he might have mishit the shot. He didn't get an awful lot on it. Let's take another look. As you see the puck go behind the net, LaFontaine sets up beautifully, wide open, and we don't really see the shot, but it didn't sound like a clean shot. And he was frustrated. He could not get a good shot off.
Brahman to the front of the net, he scores! Follows puck along the goal and extended, and then backhands it behind Beauvais, and the Tigers have scored 3 unanswered to take a 3 lead.
That's a second for Brahman here in this second period. As we get another look, he does it all himself as he gets the puck free right there and just skates right out in front. No defenseman from East Haven came over to put a body on him, so he just skated right out in front, and with the back just slid the puck in between the legs of Beauvais, and look at the scoreboard. Hand leads at 3-2. Would you have the first 5 minutes of this game, Don?
Not at all. Back they come again. Beauvais forced him to save off the LaFontaine opportunity. Time of that goal by Brahman, by the way, 10:58. I'd imagine it's going to be unassisted, but we'll have to wait. Here comes the announcement now. Now back up ice. Avalon racing into the zone. Anthony Avalon will drop it to the high slot. The backhander, and Briggs will make the save on a tricky shot by Nick Montesanto. And he'll cover it for the face-off.
They're giving an assist to Leveroni, but I just thought maybe that puck just scored it free between the two players that are battling along the boards. But the bottom line is Broman with his second goal of the night. Now has 5 goals on the season. Gives Hand their first lead of the game.
Puck control really by nobody. Into the corner. Montesanto to have control. Now, center trickles off a couple of steps and carried back the other way by Dan Healy. Tigers on the attack from left to right. Side in the middle. Step too quick was Ryan Bell.
We talked at the time, Hand coming in here, losing their leading scorer, Ben Solon, to that knee injury that he suffered on Saturday against Guilford, and I had said to you, we'll see what a team is made of when you lose a player, a leading star like that in your team to a season-ending injury. How will your team respond? Well, Hand did not start out very well, but boy, they have turned this game around. They have responded nicely.
Good one with a backhand save by Briggs, and then players crash into the goal. They're going to say with the Yellow Jacket, knocked away from the goal line. The face-off will be outside the zone. You see a penalty out of this.
Yeah, I think we might get a delay of game call against Hand because the official thought Hand did not inadvertently knock that net off its moorings. He thought it was deliberate and it was a delay a game call, I believe. Let's wait for the official ruling, but I think that's what the official is calling.
Lavin's going to go. First the official pointed as though the faceoff to be outside the zone immediately, then really never made any indication of what the penalty call would be. At least I didn't see it, but anyhow, power play, good opportunity for the Yellow Jackets. Here comes the announcement. Again, good call there, Glenn. As I saw it a little bit differently. It looked like a Yellow Jacket that knocked off. Maybe he was pushed into the goal, but anyhow, a power play here for the Yellow Jackets and an opportunity. Longobardi will start down the right wing. Feed up ahead is behind. Polegna finds Goodwin, back to Polegna, and it trickles in on Briggs. He tried to cover and could not. Someone's lost a piece of equipment out in front of that goal mouth out there. Puck back out to center ice, and LaFontaine will backhand it in on Bouvet. Bounces in on him. That's a tricky stop.
Yeah.
And Judas to control.
Nice backhanded opportunity. That wasn't by mistake.
Polegna racing on the left wing side. Cuts across the line into the circle, setting up the power play for East Haven. Down by a goal at 3-2. 2:17 remaining in the period. 65 seconds on the power play. Latella back Polegna off the right. He's a quarterback on this power play. Longobardi to control. Back comes Latella, the quick shot, and that's redirected to the back of the net. And control. Longobardi tried to force a pass. So he got it the good one, and his shot was deflected wide. In from behind the net. Longobardi. The line it comes now. Latella across Del Judas. Del Judas shot, break, save, rebound. Goodwin batting at it. Still free. Still a free. Goodwin turns and fires one. Just trickled it wide of the far post. Latella back to the blue line. Good array there by the Yellow Jackets, but they come up empty. Trailing 3-2. Cross along the blue line. Del Judas tees up and draws one. Briggs will flash the glove and hold on for the face-off. His confidence begins to build.
Indeed, it does. He's been giving up a number of rebound opportunities. Got lucky there with that puck sliding right across the goal crease, just staying outside the far post, and then a nice glove save there. Briggs with now a one-goal lead, and you see a good goaltender. He comes in with a 12 goals against average on the season.
Off the face-off, it's back to the line. Del Judas. Good. Wagner in the corner. Back to Goodwin. At the hash mark. Along that circle. Back into the corner for Wagner, trying to work with it there. Deals it behind the net. Continues to plays it back to the line. Latella. Penalized player is back. That's Lavin. Couple of minutes now in the penalty box. I think he's been whistled twice. As both teams have even strength. We got another penalty call, and this one's going to go against the Tigers again with 64 seconds remaining in the period. Bouvet starting out of his goal to the right of us. And let's see, looks like an interference call. Another one here. And who's that one against? The Tigers will have to off and again Lavin to go. That's a hat trick for Lavin in the sin bin tonight. Actually, that might be his fourth penalty, right? No, that's his third. 13:56 time of the infraction. Well, one thing you want to do is stay out of the penalty box.
Well, yeah, you can call it an interference call. I was waiting for the announcement, but yeah, again, Hand's got a penalty kill. They've not yielded a power play goal for East Haven. They do a nice job killing the penalties.
They get some practice, that's for sure. Briggs finally covers after the shot by Longobardi behind the net. Polegna hustling one of the big fellas for the Tigers. It might be Omen, the big defenseman. Indeed it is. I don't know if the officials will call anything here. Going to sticks back to each player, and I think they're going to allow him to stay on the ice.
Official came in and actually grabbed both players' sticks as they were jostling a bit and making sure no further activity continued there. And right, no penalties being called here. But again, Hand coming in, not having given up a power play goal. This now almost like back-to-back power play opportunities for East Haven. Their penalty tired.
Off the face-off, puck control, the Yellow Jackets. Now 7 seconds remaining in the second period that has been quite successful for the Hand Tigers. Scored 3 times to take a 3-2 lead. Shot side of the goal, but Longobardi is Tucked it away to the line. Del Judas tees it up and drives one, and that is blocked. Good work by LaFontaine. Press with the freshman. Now I got another penalty coming up here to the Tigers. They're going to be two-men shot. Oh boy, a tripping call upcoming. And what an opportunity now for East Haven. These penalties will most likely spill over into the period unless they score 19 seconds.
Looks like Dan Healy is going to go off. And that would give East Haven a two-man advantage for a minute 14.
14:41 time of the infraction against the Tigers. They've been whistled for the game's last three. To the line is Butler. Throws it to the front of the net. Intercepted. And Oman will safely skate it away and play it out left side. LaFontaine weave his way past Butler as he plays the point in the power play. Really a Barty comes back with 3 seconds remaining in the period. Shot, save, Briggs. And he'll cover for the face-off with under a second remaining in the period.
And there, in that opportunity there with LaFontaine, people might be saying, why are you trying to move the puck offensively there? I think most because time is running out in the period. Normally you would think LaFontaine just dump it in and get back in defense. You're down 2 players on the ice, but we've got less remaining. He was figuring, hey, maybe I can get a shot on net here before the period and time expires.
Well, the horn does sound, and East Haven will have an advantage for 55 seconds when we begin the third, but they're going to the locker room trailing now by a goal at 3-2. They had that 2-0 lead through one. Brauman scored twice, and another from Ryan Bell to make it 3-2. Daniel Hand on top.
Well, this period coming to an end is a huge advantage to Hand because their power play unit has been an awful lot. It's most specifically in the second period, and now they're down 2 men, but with the period ending, they'll get full rest during the between period break, and they'll come out refreshed and have to kill 55 seconds of a 2-man advantage, and then still have about a little less than a minute to go on a 1-man disadvantage.
Shots on goal totals for East Haven, 20 periods. And 11 shots for Hand in the second period for a 2-period total at 21. Longo, Barty, and Goodwin in the first for East Haven for a 2-0 lead, but 3 Daniel in the second. Brauman with a pair and another by Bell. Through 2, Daniel Hand leads East Haven 3-2. We step aside. We're back with the third series from the Longo East Haven after these messages.
It'd be cool.
All right, welcome back to the Lungo rink, and we'd like to remind you all, Eyewitness News is always on at WFSB.com. At your desktop or on the go, Channel 3 delivering local news when and where you want it. Eyewitness News is on your side. I'll tell you right now, on the side of Daniel Hansen, pretty good back in the second period, Glenn, and as a result, coming into the third, they have a 3-2 lead over the team ranked in the top 10 in the New Haven Register poll, East Haven Yellow Jackets.
Well, and they're doing it with their penalty kill, and they will be 2 men down when we start this third period. We talked so much about Hand coming into this game and how their defense has been in the power play kill on the season, have not yielded a power play goal point this season. They are definitely being tested here tonight and will be tested at the start of this third period because of the 55 seconds. East Haven will have a 2-man advantage.
And a total power play time of 1:41 overall, trailing by a goal at 3-2. Through one period of play, if you're just tuning in, Haven had a 2-0 lead. They scored a shorthanded goal at 1:43. Matthew Longobardi scoring a goal. A little bit later on, Tristan Goodwin would score at 5:10. Mike Valagna picking up the helper, and it was 2-0 through one period of play. All Daniel in the second, a pair of goals, the stick of Danny Brauman on his first, a beautiful assist to the freshman Sam LaFontaine. In between all that, you had a goal by Ryan Bell as he's picking up the slack for the injured Ben Solon and doing a nice job tonight. As a result, the Tigers leading it 3-2. East Haven out shooting Hand 28-21 through 2 periods of play. So the 2-man advantage begins with puck control by the Yellow Jackets. Getting banged up on that was Valagna. He took that clearing attempt and he took it off the hand, so he's banged up and he's off the ice. Perhaps the best player for the Yellow Jackets. LaFontaine will sail one down in to the left of Beauvais. Beauvais the goalkeeper for East Haven, and Briggs the goalkeeper down to our right for Daniel Hand. This is Dale Judas to carry. Still 26 seconds remaining on this two-man advantage, Glenn. Let's see if they can set it up now.
And Langa's in an awful lot of pain on the East Haven bench.
Oh. Slips behind the net. 12 seconds on the two-man advantage. Good work by the Tigers, and look at that. They get a stick into that passing lane, deflected away. Judas to control. They're going to get a player back in 2 seconds. The puck's deflected to the corner, and the Yellow Jackets got a shot on goal on the two-man advantage. Latello keep it in along the line. Down to 40 seconds. Their one-man advantage. Back Latella at the line again. Shot blocked. And Ullman will scrape the puck down ice. Beauvais will come out to play it. 30 seconds remaining on the Yellow Jacket power play. Longobardi couldn't reach the long stretch past goalkeeper Beauvais. Back out the center. Latella there battling along the wall with Ryan Bell. And now will try to calm things down for the East Haven Yellow Jackets.
Not only will it be important for Hand to stop East Haven's power play opportunity, it'll build them huge momentum if they can keep the puck out of this power play for East Haven. And they've done it.
Penalized players are all back. Healy, the last one out. Shot by Butler is blocked. And the puck is propelled on the left wing side and moved up ice by Leveroni, but couldn't do much with it. It was scraped off his stick and back down into the zone. We're home in control. Plays it around to the far side. Puck right out the center. Given right back by Montesanto, and offside the Yellow Jackets face off. 12:58 remaining in the period. We're in the third, 3-2. The Tigers lead. And I'll tell you what, Ryan Hardy has done a spectacular job as the head coach of Daniel Hand. They are playing his system nearly to perfection.
No, actually, they come in 5-2 on the season, and really their two losses were by one goal. The Newington loss was an empty netter at the end, but they have been in every game this year. Obviously, victories easily could have 6, if not 7 wins and be undefeated coming into this game.
Off the face-off, puck in the Daniel Hand end. They waste no time sending it back the other way. No action to be called. And the puck to the corner. Montesanto trying to chase it. Kept hiding away on the fresh sheet of ice. Just underway here in period number 3. Daniel Hand with 3 in the second to take the lead. This is Dale Judas to control for the Yellow Jackets of East Haven. They wing. Bobbles along and taken by Chrissy. Chrissy across the line. Pass will come right back to him along the near right wall. He plays it cross ice, taken there by Longobardi, and he couldn't do much with it. And back the other way comes Dan Healy. Healy down the Tigers, trying to slip through the check of Montesanto. Plays it to the corner, centers it. It was Bell. It deflects off the skate back to center, and Oman will wrap it right back in the Yellow Jacket zone. Looks like the Tigers content to send it down ice here in the third, Glenn. Puck stolen away by Brahman. Brahman with a pair of goals. Cuts in front, the backhand above. He might have got a pad on it. Brahman on his own rebound. Shot. Rattle. Beauvais trying to cover the free puck and a goal ball. Spinning shot by Bell. Another try from the side of the goal, and that wouldn't go in. Tigers nearly had a 2-goal lead. Brahman behind, tried to center it in front. It was deflected again. Brahman gets it right back. Plays off of Del Judas, check into the corner. Del Judas finally controlling for East Haven. Relieve the pressure by sending it down ice.
How did Bell miss the net? I thought it went in the way he sent it towards the open front of the net, but he obviously shot it in behind. Oh, great opportunity there for Daniel Hand to take a commanding 2-goal lead in this third period. They just could not cash in. Boy, it seems the net is that wide open, you think it's easy. You just can't get it in.
It was so close.
You bet.
Butler out here to take this face off against Brahman. Butler for Haven. Brahman, of course, for the Tigers of Daniel Hand. Off the face off. Let's control. Brahman sends it up ice. It's tipped along by Leveroni, and now it's to the line, East Haven line, and Butler will come out of the fray with it. Butler slipped down, able to move the pass along to the left wing side, and that is Nick Montesanto playing it to the back wall. He was guarded effectively by Lavin. Lavin got it away to LaFontaine, couldn't clear it past Latella, however, and now the Tigers will scramble back defensively. Look at, they got 2 back behind the line. Battling after it. Avalon now. Off to Butler. Butler trying to turn it along. Tricky move. He's tripped up. No penalty call, and it's taken away and sent out center ice. Good work by Willie Lavin. Lavin has been whistled a couple of times here today. Well, there's a bad turnover by East Haven, but they got away with it. And Latella to control. Latella for the Yellow Jackets. Nice pass deflected away from Moss and back down into the Tiger zone. On it. Long pass, LaFontaine. He was marked all the way by Latella. Rolls off the check, separated from the puck. Omen now. Zig and a zag. Cuts across the line. Tripped up, but taken it back by the Yellow Jackets. Players collide and fall into each other. And finally, the puck. Some helter-skelter play. Glenn is back down into the Daniel Hand zone for an icing against the Yellow Jackets.
Well, Hand's not going to mind it because what it basically does is runs time off the clock. They've got a 1-goal lead. 9:57 remaining in this third period. Haven again coming off a 2-1 loss. Their top line play very well on that loss, which is centered by Falanga. We got to see if Falanga does come back after that hand injury. But here they're down a goal in the third period. They're hoping their top line can lead back and get them a victory after coming off that 2-1 loss.
Puck thrown through the ice. Omen able to cut it off. Carries across on the left wing side for the Tigers. Slips a pass along for Kelly. Kelly batted it to the corner, and I would give it away to Longobardi and up ice. Tried to sprint, didn't connect. Longobardi steals it back, but Yellow Jackets offside, and they'll have to vacate the zone. Omen a little flat-footed, plays it out to the right. Got it to Healy, knocked off his stick. Great move. Longobardi into the slot. Quick shot. Hit the goal post. No, they're going to rule it in. A goal. Longobardi second as he roofs it on Briggs. He tucked it underneath the crossbar to make it 3-all.
Now there again, you see East taking a shot on Briggs up high, going top shelf. And that's exactly what Matt Longobardi did. The junior, watch this. Just a quick wrist shot, but he goes up top. And yeah, it did go underneath the crossbar. It did not hit the crossbar, and official was right there immediately calling it a goal.
Time of the tally, 5:48 of the period. Longobardi's second of the game to tie it at 3. That was a goal scorer's goal right there.
Yeah.
So we're tied at 3. A hockey helmet, shot by LaFontaine, and that's steered to the corner by Beauvais. LaFontaine trying to chase it down. Players collide again away from the puck. LaFontaine skating into the high slot. His up high. Beauvais will hold on for the faceoff. Boy, I've been impressed with the young man.
Yeah, you bet. And go back to that opportunity just a moment ago for Daniel Hand with the wide open. A couple of opportunities. Bell sending the puck behind. That would have given Hand a 2-goal lead and really would have taken a lot of wind out of the East Haven sails. Now, East Haven gets the opportunity. They tie it up and now have the momentum.
Longobardi racing down the left wing, has speed, tried to sweep it to the front of the net, will chase it down to the corner. Longobardi with a pair of goals, got it back to the line, it's kept in. Legna has it, backhand pass swatted away by Lavin to the line. Del Judas with a shot and blocked again by Leveroni. Leveroni will bank it off the wall and just trickle it down in East Haven zone. 8:15 remaining in the third. We are tied at 3. 2-0 East Haven after 1. 3-2 Daniel Hand after 2. And guess what? It's on the strength of a Longobardi goal. Tied it at 3 here. Players battling right in front of us. We got a great view. Goodwin across the line off the right. Goodwin working on Omen. Cuts it to the corner. Omen lifts him up along the wall. Puck will squirt free. Along the board, battling for it. Longobardi now, taking off his stick, and this is Ryan Bell maneuvering. Actually, Brown down the left side. 17 plays off the check. Brauman looks in front, holds, and boy, he tracks a lot of company, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Centers it, the backhander. That was Bell. The Beauvais held his ground. Too much company in the corner, and somebody forgot about defense in front, and what a chance for Bell.
He had the opportunity. The problem was he was on his backhand. So he really just get a lot on the shot. He tried to lift it up high on the netminder, but a stop made by Beauvais. Here it is again. There you see, it's on his backhand. There's not much he could have done. Boy, if he was thinking he had a teammate to his right, that if he slid it waiting was Leveroni, but he went on with the shot with the backhand. If he had with his forehand slipped it to Leveroni, he would have had a forehand opportunity from about 5 feet out.
Streaking through center will cut to the left wing side for the Yellow Jackets. It's their chance now at the offensive end. Players crashing after the puck behind the net. Comes free, and Chrissy has it. Tried to stuff it, and Briggs held the short side. Chrissy on it again. Behind the play, got a penalty upcoming. I think it's Lavin again to go. Indeed it will be. He'll spend more time in the sin bin as the Yellow Jackets come out, crashing the backboards, and the penalty upcoming here with 7:06 remaining. Wow, what an opportunity for East Haven to regain the lead. I believe it's Lavin to go. We'll have to wait and see. It might actually be Healy. It's going to be Healy to go. So they're going to give it to Healy. It looked like it was Lavin in the vicinity, but those numbers on the back of those jerseys drives me crazy. They need to outlaw those numbers.
Andrew Ross, a sophomore defenseman, got away with, I thought, a roughing penalty at the end of that play. I thought he was going to be called as well, but no.
Now Judas off the face-off win. Briggs with the stop. He'll hold. So another penalty called against Healy. He spent some time in the penalty box. Second infraction here.
Boy, just amazing how the momentum switched so dramatically toward East Haven after Hand had those opportunities. The wide open net could not cash, up by 2 goals. Now East Haven has the momentum and a power play opportunity in the lead.
Latella's drive, break, save, rebound, it's free. Digging after it, Longobardi just couldn't get a stick to it. Now he sends it towards goal, and Briggs finally gets a chance to cover. Players continue to tussle in the goal mouth. Here comes the penalty call on Healy. Holding will be the call. It was behind the play.
Yeah.
6:50 remaining here in the third.
I thought East Haven got away with a hand pass sequence. It was not called.
They're not going to tell anybody about it. Right?
No.
They're likely to take this key face going up against the junior forward with Daniel Hand. Off the face-off, left foot coming down the wing side. Handed bid. Try to throw it towards goal. Deflects off the skate. Judas and behind the East Haven net. That's where they'll start their power play with 90 seconds remaining. Legna will turn to the left side. 0 for 6 as East Haven, although one of the power plays only 5 seconds in length. This is Goodwin trying to come parallel across that line, and that's going to be offside as Longobardi was well into the zone before the puck carrier.
Yeah, I'm just surprised. I'm not exactly sure why Hand has decided to play chippy here. They have control of this game. They're not out of anything. It's tied at 3. We got 6:25 to go. Brahman got away with a elbow there after the play. The official was right here in front of it. Shook his head no, wasn't going to call it, but that was close.
Had 11 penalties here in the game. Latella will keep it in. The last 4 have gone against Daniel Hand. Del Judas sends it to the front of the net. A scramble for it, and it's clear to the near side to the point. Latella's drive. And a stick. Now Longobardi in the corner. Pulls up the wall. Plays back right point Latella. Latella being pressured by Bell. Finds Longobardi. Shot is deflected into the rafters, and that will stop play. Another block by Kelly.
Well, Briggs has had a great season coming in for Hand. One of the things I'm noticing tonight, a number of times he has not been able to control rebound after a shot on net, and that has allowed East Haven 1, if not 2, rebound opportunities.
To the front of the net, swept to the far side. Oman to chase it down, plays it to the line, glove down by Del Judas, played it along left side for Legna. Legna creeping into the circle, plays it down. Goodwin. Down to 39 seconds remaining on this East Haven power play. They've been frustrated on their power play chance. Latella with a drive to a screen, and that was blocked down again. Lavin a piece of it, and then it's sent back the other way. Beauvais going to put the center. Tipped away. LaFontaine overskated the puck. Somebody touch it. There you go. We'll settle things down. Carries across the line off the right for East Haven. 16 seconds of the power play. 3-3, 5:20 remaining here in the third period. Latella continues to control, not his stick. Brahman trying to start down the right side for the Tigers, and he will. Crosses the red line. Well guarded by Del Judas. Beauvais will send it up ice. It was tipped off the stick of Love. Del Judas will send the pass intended for Goodwin, but he wanted off the ice in the midst of the line.
Another power play goes awry for East Haven. Hand continues continues. Their stellar defense when they're down a man, or they've been down two a couple of times.
Bell just stole it, centers it, and intercepted by Del Judas. Up on the left wing. Wagner trying to tricky Dan in and send it right through the goal mouth with a pretty good move on the toe drag coming off that wing. Big hit thrown by Ryan Bell. Now Palegna's shot with screen is blocked away. Puck picked up, sent along, and Avalon couldn't find it. Montesanto trying to pinch along the boards. Michael Montesanto digging after it. It's knocked off his stick and taken back the other way by Brandon Kelly and played up ice. This is Healy trying to lug it in. And we're going to get an offside against the Tigers with 4:16 in the third.
Yeah, Kelly was expecting a pass, and when he got in, the puck did not come. By the time he was able to circle back and get out, he didn't have enough time before the puck was brought in, so the offside. And will be just outside the East Haven zone. But with 4:16 remaining, I would eventually say the next scored here should be the game winner.
I'm going to write that down.
Okay. You're going to hold me to that?
Absolutely. 4:10 left. 3-3 game. Puck sent along to the far side.
That's assuming we get another goal.
That's right. This is Butler. Plays it to the sticked away by Omen. Puck carried left corner. Avalon. Away by Omen again. Brahman is logging a lot of ice time for the Tigers. Will control. Effective with a pair of goals here today. 3-3 is score here in the third. Good containment right now by East Haven as Butler able to trickle one towards goal. Taken away. Set by Rossi but not out. And now Connor Bell will take his chances coming out the near side. The Brahman trying to work it past Del Judas. Could not. Briggs with the easy stick save. And it's back behind the corner. Bell locked up behind the net. Is trying to get something going to get it out of the zone. They're being pinned in. Palegna has it. Drives one. That's blocked away by Fontaine. Palegna gets it back. Shot on the blue line. Swept towards goal. Oh, to get a quick whistle. It wrapped home. And asking why is Anthony Avalon. Why did you blow the whistle?
I don't understand that at all. The shot was never in control by Briggs at all. Again, allowing a rebound on a shot from the point. You see Langa talking to the official. And Briggs has had trouble controlling rebound opportunities. I you blow the whistle. It wasn't even close to being under control by Briggs.
I totally agree with that one. But Judas reaching to try to keep it in, and he cannot. And it's turned up ice by Kelly. Down the right wing, has some speed into the zone, throws it in Beauvais. Puck cleared to the near left wall. Centering pass, and Beauvais is going to cover that. Actually turned into a shot by Healy. And Beauvais able to cover with 2:57. Good look at the goaltender for East Haven, Zach Beauvais, the junior goalkeeper.
Beauvais made some nice stops here tonight. Both goaltenders have to be at their best here in the final 3 minutes.
This is Goodwin. East Haven from left to right. White jersey top to the home team. The Tigers in the black and gold. Some call it brown, I guess, but I can't figure it out. Black to me. Puck thrown in, and Briggs will make the stop. Taken by Lavin from behind the net.
Oh, yeah.
Just about 2.5 here. 3-3. Been entertaining.
There you go.
Puck under the stick of Ryan Bell. Quickly into the zone. Finds Longobardi. He's got a good shot, and that's going to be blocked away. Wrestling back with Rossi to get into position. Shot from the blue line, and that's deflected and over the stick of Goodwin. Scored back in the first. Back to the line to Del Judas. His shot deflected up on the rafters. The stoppage in play. Another block by Ryan Bell.
Well, this is East Haven's top line, at least coming into the season. They did not start here tonight because they really didn't, well, at least that's what their coach told me before the game here tonight. But they were on the ice. Probably get another shift, if not 2 more shifts here with 2 minutes and 14 seconds remaining.
Butler and LaFontaine to take the face-off. That dangerous cross-eyed speed by Omen goes the length of the ice. And it will go, no, not for an icing call. Beauvais came out to play it. One of the officials had the arm up. Yeah. And waved it off. Turnover. Brahman sends it to the front. That's sticked away by the goalkeeper, Beauvais. The play continues on. Omen will keep it in. Trickles it to the boards. First one on it. There's Michael Montesanto. Played it to the line right side. Bell and back behind the net, Montesanto. Nice move off the boards to get away from that contention down the right wing. Here they come on the attack off that right wing side. Avalon will throw it towards Briggs, and he'll cover smartly for the face-off with 1:37 remaining. Tie game in the third.
Yeah, before the game, some of the fans that were coming in, and they were chatting about the NHL, and finally the lockout ending, and season will begin, and the fans talk about the Rangers and the Bruins, and it's great that they're talking hockey again.
Brauman down the wing side. Knocked off his stick and back the other way for Legner. Got a wing on the far long. He goes for the shot, and he took a look cross ice and then wristed one towards Briggs. He'll cover. Interesting note with the lockout and all that strike going on, and the attendance did not go up at high school or the college level all that much, at least here in the Northeast.
Interesting, yeah.
They like the pro stuff. Maybe an interesting season. Short season.
Well, it's going to be a sprint. Yeah,
Absolutely.
It won't be a marathon. It'll be a sprint.
Every game be like a play.
Yeah, right, correct. You can't afford a bad loss.
It's his old stick handle. Maneuvers around Longobardi. Leads the attack into the zone. Wrists one. That's the wide to the backboard. Omen trying to hunt down his own rebound. Taken by Goodwin. Feeds it up the right wall. Trying to slip through with Follett. Now it's taken off the right wing by Goodwin. Goodwin has some space. He's in. He looks. He fires. A save. Briggs, and he crashes the goal, and Briggs will hold on.
Ken Briggs gave up a rebound, but the puck did not go out in front of him, and he was able to cover it up with his glove. But again, it was a dangerous opportunity there with Briggs really having trouble controlling rebounds tonight.
We're down to 57 seconds remaining here. 3-3 tie. Face-off coming to the left-hand side of Briggs. Has carried the play here in the third. They scored the equalizer here in the third. Barty tucking one under the crossbar to tie it at 3. He did that at 5:48. Centering pass, not come to Latella. Latella's drive is well wide of the goal. Del Judas will pinch in for the left side and keep it in. Played it back to the corner. On it there, nobody really. Palegna trying to get a stick to it. Plays it to the side. Bell going after it. Longobardi digging after it. Omen trying to put a stick to it. He will have it. Longobardi dropped it off. Palegna try to feed it back on the point. He's hit from behind. They got a penalty upcoming here. Brandon Kelly, another penalty against Daniel Hand. That is consecutive whistled against the Tigers. And with 22 seconds left, East Haven will get another power play try.
A roughing call, and Hand will go down a man, and if the final 22 seconds does not yield an East Haven power play, the power play will extend in overtime. Boarding.
Off the face-off, the Latella shot goes wide. Del Judas trying to keep it on the far side. Del Judas puts it up, and there's one. That is blocked. He gets it back, snapped it towards goal. Save it made by Briggs. Oh, he didn't know where the puck was. It just hit him. Longobardi was on the doorstep. Latella's driving. 6 seconds remaining here in the third period. Tied at 3. Another shot, and Briggs will hold on off the Quinn drive with 1.1 tick remaining.
Wow, Briggs had to be at his best there. The puck was pinball in towards the front of the goal mouth, and he was something on it. And now East Haven's going to pull their goaltender to get an extra man on here and get a 2-man advantage in the final second. Let's see if they can get a shot off.
Off the face-off, that's terrific work off the face-off by the Yellow Jackets. I should say the Tigers. They're not allowing a shot towards goal. LaFontaine, freshman, does it again. So we're tied at 3 through regulation. 37 remaining. Up next, overtime, right here on PTV. Here at the DeLongo rink. Overtime, power play. The start over Yellow Jackets. 0 for 6 in their power play tries here tonight. 3, they battled back for the goal in the third. Latella will carry across the line. Latella with a zig and a snag, and Omen will pick his pocket and send it down ice. As we will play an 8-minute overtime period. First to score, obviously, will win. Doesn't get better than this. Palegna through center, has some space to roam. Carries into the zone, off the circle, drops it along to Goodwin. Goodwin into the high slot, back to the right point. Latella a screen, and that ricochets off the fallen body of Longobardi. Sent to the line, Latella keeps it in. Palegna to control. Over to Goodwin, the one-timer, brings a safe rebound! Knocked wide by Palegna as he scooped it up and drove it towards net. Now it's into the skates knocked off his stick. 49 seconds remaining on the Yellow Jacket power play. To the line of Latella into the slot. Shot blocked away. Brown coming down the left wing side. He is here. Trying to slip a check. He's tripped up. Backing up the play with Fontaine. He came back to Brauman. Knocked off his stick. The leg now up ice 2-on-1. This is Goodwin off the wing. Goodwin in. Poked away. Great hustle by Lavin to get back into the power play continues. Del Judas lobs a pass. Latella midpoint. Shot to a screen, and that was blocked in front. Might have hit Lavin again. Omen will capture and send it down. 15 seconds on the power play.
Great pressure by East Haven here. Briggs has had to be at best.
Longobardi with a centering pass, and that's deflected away as he tried to put it to the high. Bell will scale it down, and that's going to do it on the penalty as both clubs back at even strength as Kelly steps out of the sin bin.
This is East Haven's first overtime game of the season. Of course, hand coming off an overtime victory in their last contest.
Teller to control to the red line. We'll play it off the wall and deep down into the Tiger zone. On a Bell on it. Knocked off his stick by Goodwin. Goodwin will bank it back to the line. Scrambling to get to it. Latella back to Goodwin. Goodwin centers it. That sticked away. Butler couldn't put some tape to it, and back comes Kelly. Kelly moves it up ice. This is Bell. Ryan Bell across the line. The pass, and hooked up on the play was Kelly. Kelly still tangling along the wall there with Butler. That was finally controlled by the Yellow Jackets, and Butler coming down the right wing. Cross pass to it into the skates of Avalon. He cuts in and dribbles one block the net. Butler on it behind the net. Scraped off his stick. Omen has it. Dances away from Longobardi. Tied up along the boards. Finally comes free to Ryan Bell. Bell will lead the attack. East Haven line. Swings into the right circle. Carries to the corner. One to trickle it in front of the net. Stolen away by Butler. And back on the Yellow Jackets here in overtime. Up ice Avalon. Avalon across the line with Montesanto, and that rush went nowhere. Controlled by Healy. Cross ice pass. Brauman will take it. He's going to curl back into his own zone. Being harassed. Played it long to Bell. Connor Bell had it stolen away. Palegna. Tough angle shot. Saved. Rebound. Omen there to scoop it up. Omen able to maneuver to the left wall. Starts to rush up ice for the Tigers. Overtime with under 5 minutes remaining. Off the right wing side. Fontaine, he never could get busted on that one. Now Del Judas throwing the weight around the on Brauman. Puck in his skates, Del Judas that is. Finally got it free, and it's to the line by Longobardi. Stayed with it and able to belt it down ice. No ice in the ball. This is Omen to control for the Tigers. Omen double team down there, trying to find some space to the corner. Double team continues. Well, take it away to the line. Montesanto shot is blocked. LaFontaine up ice. Puck carried by Leveroni. Tipped it along to LaFontaine. Back to LaFontaine it comes, and it's all broken up. Play never get going. Back comes Goodwin off the right wing. Carries into the zone. He's got a trailer. Look, the shot, and that's blocked away again by Rossi. How many times, Glenn, have they blocked?
Well, that's always so important. Blocking shots.
Well, with a steal, his shot blocked again. We are in overtime. 4 minutes remaining. Del Judas throws it on goal. A save by Briggs. A rebound. Spinning shot. Longobardi, and that hits some fallen bodies out front. Puck sent up ice. LaFontaine waiting for it out there. Knocked off his stick. Back to Longobardi. Into the high slot. Tees it up and drives. Oh, Briggs with a dynamic glove save.
That was the best of the night. Not only because he stopped the game-winning goal, but we're in overtime. That was dead on for about 15 feet out. Here's another look. Lamberdardi, look at this shot. Winds up. What a save. They're giving him a standing ovation. The hand fans are right. Very appreciative of that stop by Briggs.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Longobardi had time to load up the big gun right there.
Yep.
Up to the far wall. Nick Montesanto on it. Behind the Butler. Butler carries into the corner, tied up by Omen. In to help out Kelly defensively for the Tigers. Players continue to battle for it. Avalon trying to get free. It's still pinned along the back wall. 3:16 remaining here in the overtime. And finally carried away by the Tigers and played out the stop by Del Judas. And he'll lob it right back into that Tiger zone. Controlled behind by Matt Omen. Omen plays it to the near wall. Intercepted by Avalon and played it back behind that. But Omen is long reach. They double team him. He squeezes through the double team. But Teller trying to keep it in. Boy, he was rattled hard along the boards. Now the puck to the far side. Connor Bell to chase it down. Bell will play smartly behind the net to Oman. Oman has some space to work out the near left side with under 3 minutes remaining in OT. Up to Ryan Bell, feeds it into the middle. Across the line comes Kelly, on to the right to Healy. Healy and Judas go crashing into the far wall. Longobardi on it, played it around to the near Latella. Controlled there and moved up by Nicholas Latella, stolen away by Bell. Bell into the left circle, shoot! And a save made by Beauvais, never saw it. He was handcuffed on that shot clip.
And he had some space over the left shoulder of Beauvais. Just went over the top of the net.
Malegna back the other way. It's a good one! Couldn't propel it towards goal with any steam on it. Longobardi tried to trickle it to the front of the net. Behind. Malegna on it. Sweeps it into the circle of good to the line. Judas shot to a screen. Briggs will stretch out and make a save and hold on for the face-off. That one not as nifty as the other. That one for the photo-off.
Yeah, it was pretty, though, as well, because it was deflected on its way in. It was fluttering towards the net, and Briggs stayed right with it. Junior 5'10", 65. Boy, he's got a nice glove.
Malegna taking this face-off with Brown drop. Players fall. Now it's carried up ice. Good feed along by Leveroni to the left. LaFontaine shot off the blocker of Beauvais down to 1:46 remaining in overtime. Grauman in the corner squeezes off the check of Del Judas. Cuts to the front of the net. Shot saved. Top. Boy, he's allowed to move right in. Lavin's drive off the glass by Bauman is blocked away. Bauman centers it again to the line. Lavin with a drive. And that's going to be sticked away by Malegna. Down to 1:26 remaining in the overtime. Puck down the yellow jacket zone of East Haven. Finally, Goodwin will play it along the Longobardi. Longobardi racing down the left wing. Chased to the far wall. Plays off the check. Still control. High slot. Turnaround shot blocked. Coming out is Briggs, and he'll cover. Players falling all over him.
Now down to a minute 9, and East Haven continues the offensive pressure here. Briggs has really been outstanding, most particularly here in the overtime section for Hand. Beauvais really has been more of a spectator here in this overtime for East Haven. Minute 9 remaining. Hand needs to get some more sustained offensive pressure on Hand. The ice seems to be tilted towards the Hand end of the ice. And now a time will be called by East Haven to map out a play here on the offensive draw.
Coming with, 69 seconds remaining here in the overtime. It has been fun. By the way, shots on goal, if we hadn't mentioned it, three periods of East Haven 37, 26 for Hand as we take a look at Lou Payne's squad in the far over there. The Yellow Jackets of East Haven. They've done a pretty good job winning offensive face-offs, so it'll be interesting to see what type of play they try to set up on this offensive draw.
I got to think they're going to try and draw it to the puck, and you maybe, again, you've got to move the puck. What's so effective offensively, especially off the draw, if you've got a couple seconds remaining, we saw at the end of regulation, you obviously try and shoot it right at net once the puck is dropped. But here, you want to draw it back and then quickly move it across ice and try and find a seam and get a shot on net, and hopefully Briggs has been outstanding. Again, very particularly here in this overtime, yet he has yielded a number of rebound opportunities. So, again, if I was the East Haven coach, I'd be saying draw it back, move the puck quickly to the opposite point, and get a shot on net and try and get a rebound, because Briggs has offered a number of rebounds here tonight.
Good look at a moment ago, talking about defensive strategy in this face-off situation, and you can just tell he's a terrific communicator. There's something about the way this team is playing under his direction that I really like, Glenn. And Ryan Hardy, remember the name, I think he's going to be a good high school coach and perhaps moving up to another level as it moves along. Has tons of experience at many levels. Game of ice hockey. Face-off coming to the right of Chase Briggs. Brauman to take this draw with Malegna. Malegna trying to slip it back to Goodwin. It comes to the line. Latella's shot wide of the net. Down to 60 seconds remaining in the overtime. Oman trying to play it up ice. Slipped it along. Veroni got it to the line. Latella keeps it in. It's chopped towards goal by Goodwin, and Briggs got to be alert on that one.
Wow, another tough save by Briggs. Great idea by Goodwin to chop it, and he was able to get a piece of that puck. It didn't have a lot on it, like a one-hopper, but the goaltender able to that time, and no rebound allowed.
Off the face-off, LaFontaine wins it to the line, down by Latella, sent out of the zone. Now Lavin, the control for the Tigers. Down to 7 seconds remaining in the OT. Up ice, LaFontaine trying to move through. Boy, he had Brauman breaking up. That actually might have been Bell. Had to read those numbers. This is Omen the control. That was Brauman. Now the puck between the lines. 33 seconds left. Brauman the control. Comes off the left wing. Carries in. Looks, wants to center it. Plays it cross ice. LaFontaine. He can be dangerous. Circle. Deflected to the net. It's free. Cleared back to LaFontaine. Backhand pass intercepted. Back the other way with 16 seconds left. Long feed. Goodwin breaking in alone. Time ticking down. Tripped up. Will they call a penalty shot? No, they will not. Oh, they?
Yes,
a penalty shot with 11.9 seconds left.
Yeah, I agree with that, Don. The player was ahead of the defense one-on-one with a contender. We are going to get a penalty shot that's going to decide this game. Just 11 seconds, 11.9 seconds remaining. What a finish.
Tell you what a feed to send Goodwin away through the middle, tripped up. The officials, they communicated before the penalty shot call. Obviously the penalty shot the result as we take a look at Chase Briggs. Up with some nifty glove saves. He likes to go down. They have scored on him. What do you do?
Well, that has worked here tonight. I would not be shocked if Goodwin does go top shelf.
It'll be Goodwin to take the penalty shot. It is Briggs. They're talking to him right now. Stay on the goal line. Don't come off until the advancement of the puck up ice by Goodwin. And what will Goodwin do? He has time to contemplate what he wants to do with the hockey puck. What a finish.
This is what you dream of, really. Try and win a game in overtime on a penalty shot opportunity.
11.9 seconds remaining on the official game clock, but it's going to come down to this right now. Goodwin will advance towards the puck. It's in Insignia at center. Comes on the forehand side. Stays forehand. Goes backhand. Briggs stretches off the right pad. Holy cow.
Well, Goodwin did not go top shelf. He did not stay on his forehand. Goodwin did not give any ground. And he tried to, yes, he did try to lift it on his backhand, but he didn't really have enough angle. Watch, he's in a bit too, he's just in a bit too close on Briggs, and Briggs was able to kick it out.
Oh, what a
Not sure if it was the blocker or the right leg, but nonetheless, he keeps the puck out of the net. Still up 12 seconds. And a face-off here for Eastern to the right of Briggs.
They're going to take this draw. Knocked up his shot from the line and blocked away again as Del Judas tried to drive it through. It's up into the right. Get another face-off with 5.6 seconds left. Yellow Jackets have been able to produce shots on goal off of face-off wins here tonight. As Pellegner's done a nice job going up against Brown, who will take the face-off. It won't be Brauman. It's going to be Lavin, the big defenseman, to take the draw. Now they're going to whistle him out. Now he's back. Pellegner looks like he wants to go towards goal, and he does. Shot it wide. Goodwin. Turnaround shot. Briggs with another touch. Another shot as the horn sounds. And this end in a 3-3 tie. Goodwin with a penalty shot. And comes up big time. 3-3.
Wow. That's all I can. That was an absolutely fabulous game. You really have figured it would go to overtime, and a penalty shot with less than 12 seconds remaining would decide it. With the way it started, you've got to give Hand a ton of credit to after really coming off a very bad start in the first 5 minutes, but then settling down, taking a goal lead. But East Haven, not to be denied, even it up, and this game ends 3-3 tie. Great game.
I tell you, that was. What a finish. What a performance by Chase Briggs in the third period and then into the overtime. Stopping the penalty shot by Goodwin. 3-3 your final score. We'll step aside. We're back with the post game. We'll recap the goals. And of course, Glenn will have an interview with the star of the game. Wonder who that might be. Post game. Right here on CPTV Sports. How you doing? Yeah, Go ahead, Meg.
All right.
Going to get the goalie, Chase.
Who said it?
Hand, correct.
Who said it?
Number 30,
I said it like 50 times.
Chase,
I said it.
C-A-S-E.
I said the goalie.
Briggs, B-R-I-G-G-S. They didn't get the overtime shots on goal, but through 3 periods, he faced 37 shots, 3 goals, 34 saves, and the overtime give him 7 saves. Give him 7 saves in the overtime. So no, let's say he stopped 34. So 34 saves, and then I would go 41 saves. Give him 41 saves. Yeah. Yeah, give him 41. Make that 37. Make that a total of 44. Make that 44. The shots. 37. Make that 44. Yeah, perfect.
Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah.
Yep. What a game tonight at the Lungo Rink. It ends in a 3-3 tie. Daniel Hand in East Haven. Boy, what a finish and what a performance by the Daniel Hand Tiger goalkeeper, the junior Chase. He's down below with Glenn.
All right, Don, thanks very much. I am here with junior netminder Chase Briggs for Hand High School. Wow, what a finish to that game. Stopping that shot at the end.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's not that hard, you know. Everyone with the breakaway, they just want to deke, so I already knew it was coming.
Well, talk about how the game started. Obviously, East Haven getting off the 2 quick goals. How were you able to settle down?
Yeah, those 2 quick goals are pretty weak, but, you know, you just got to focus. You can't let anything get to your head, and, you know, you just got to come back strong.
Unbelievable saves in the overtime. I was very impressed with your glove. Very quick reaction.
Yeah, thank you. You know, it depends on the time. Sometimes it's weak, too, so.
Well, sometimes you don't win a game, yet the way this game started and finished for your team, I got to believe you'll take some momentum and a lot of good feeling into your next game.
Yeah, we finished very well. We're definitely going to come strong for our next game.
Well, I was very impressed. I thought you had a great game, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Chase Briggs, the netminder for Hand School here tonight. This game finishing in a 3-3 tie. Let's send it back upstairs to Don.
All right, thank you, Glenn. Once again, 3-3 your final. East Haven had a 2-0 lead through 1 on goals by Matthew Longobardi and another scored by Tristan Goodwin. Remember that name, Goodwin? It was a big name late in the game. In the second period, Daniel Hand came higher. They scored 3 consecutive to take a 3-2 lead through 2. A pair of goals scored by Danny Brauman and one thrown in by Ryan Bell. They had a 3-2 lead through 2 periods. In the third, Longobardi scored his second of the game. The tie at 3 on to overtime. And Chase Briggs with that magnificent save off of Longobardi. Glover, of course, he stopped the penalty shot tried by Tristan Goodwin with just under 12 seconds remaining in the time. The result, the 3-3 tie. What a finish here at the DeLungo Rink. Great job by our production crew behind the scenes tonight. And for Glenn Conticello, I'm Don Boyle. As we bid adieu, the DeLungo, your final score, Daniel Hand and East Haven, they end up in a 3-all. Good night, everybody.